It's early May here in Puyallup. Actually, I suspect it's early May most places. I've got a friend in New York who keeps posting about how it's snowing there. Hey, Bobby Ann, it was 84 degrees here last Sunday. New York. I don't know, New York. Anyways, getting to the time of year where the days are getting longer, they're getting warmer, the weather's getting nicer. I'm thinking maybe we ought to do some lighter things. So how about some salads? I'm going to start out with a simple one that I used to have a lot as a kid and then just kind of gave, I don't know, just kind of never happened. Egg salad. Simple, really good, and you can do a lot of stuff with it. So, egg salad will be the first. Egg salad. I keep hard-cooked eggs on hand almost all the time. I use them constantly. They're really good. And, you know, simple. If you can't make perfect hard-boiled eggs, you need to watch my video, Give Me 12 Minutes. Talks about perfect hard-boiled eggs. And they're really not hard to do. They come out exactly the same way every time if you follow my directions. Like I know everything, huh? 1 egg. I'm just going to use 2 eggs. I mean, it's just me, you know, I'm not making for anybody else. Okay, I got all the little inedible parts off. Eggs. I'm going to kind of start the process here by just kind of cutting them up a little bit. I'm going to do all the real work with a fork. But, you know, we'll get them started. Now, we need pepper, seasoning salt. Seasoning salt is terrific on eggs. I don't know really what all is in here. There's onion and garlic and paprika, and it also says spices. Okay, now if I had been a little smarter, I would have had the mayo out here already. And I would have had a knife. I need an assistant. So, mayonnaise. You don't really want a lot. I mean, we don't want to turn this into soup. You know, something kind of close to a tablespoon is probably about right. Then we need a little Grey Poupon. Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? Okay, now we go to work. On the mayonnaise, you can see we got enough in there to hold everything together, but, you know, not so much that it's, you know, it's not obvious, it's not swimming in it. It's, I think, one of the things that's easy to do is to go overboard with things like mayonnaise. Okay, now, this is actually pretty good and ready to go just like it is. But, you know, something that goes really well with eggs, bacon. How about we sprinkle in a little bit of chopped up bacon. Now, what are we going to do with this? Well, let me get a plate. I just really wasn't ready, was I? Plate, spoon. Oh yeah, oh man, that's good. Okay, spoon, and we're going to spoon it into a little dish here. See if I can do this without it ending up on the floor. We'll kind of pack it down a little bit. And we'll see if it works like rice. Yep, there we go. Now, we need to eat it somehow. The cook gets to eat the scraps. And I need a bigger knife. Toast points, huh? And we're pretty well good to go, but I think one more thing. That's a good looking one too. Nope. What do I want to do? What? Oh yeah, I know. I need my spoon. Pardon me. Don't do this at home, but it's just me. So, you know, I'm okay with this. Well, if I knew what I was doing, it would be prettier. But it's going to taste good, promise you. Egg salad. Next is going to be a pasta salad that my mom used to make when we were kids, and it was such a treat. It almost always was in the summertime. It almost always meant we were going to have hot dogs. It's a pasta shrimp salad coming up next. Shrimp pasta salad. This gets served cold. It's a great side dish during the summer for barbecue, for instance. Started out with a cup of elbow macaroni. The stuff swells up quite a bit when you cook it. I've rinsed it in cold water to get the temperature down. We're going to put in, actually I'm going to wait on that for a minute. What we're going to do first, we got to get a little bit of vegetables going on here. It needs pickle. These pickles are kind of small, so I think I'm going to use 2. I think that'll probably work well. Dill pickles, by the way. I've never tried this with sweet pickles, but I grew up with dills, so I think that's probably the way we're going to do it here. Get the second one going. In goes the pickle. Now we need some celery. Pickles and celery. We'll kind of mix those up a little bit. We're going to need salt. Pepper. Pretty good sized dollop of mayonnaise. Maybe even a little more than that. That looks about right. Going to give it a squirt of yellow mustard. And the star of the show, shrimp. I get the little tiny shrimp. Now, if I was doing something like a gumbo or barbecue shrimp, you know, I'd go to the butcher shop or the seafood place and get real shrimp. But, you know, for this, we want little shrimp. Little shrimp from the butcher shop are the hard way. These are really good. They work fine. I drained it. In they go. And let's see how we're doing here. That is so close to what Mom used to make. I think once it's been refrigerated overnight, it'll be as close to perfect as I'm going to get it. Okay, next salad is going to be a little different. We're going to use a combination of pasta and rice, and we're going to bring salmon into play on it. That's going to happen tomorrow, or where you are, it'll be, 10 seconds from now probably. Thanks for sticking with me. It's time for the third salad in our little trio. This time we're going to do rice with some salmon. I want to kind of punch the rice up a little bit. I want it to be summery, maybe citrusy. So we're going to try adding some orange juice to it to see if that helps it out. Now, when you do the water, the magic ratio on rice is 1.5 to 1. If you've got 1 cup of rice, you need 1.5 cups of liquid. And whatever liquid you put in there is being absorbed into the rice. So you can flavor it. And that's what we're going to try to do today with some orange. So here we go. Step 1. We need that 1.5 cups of water. And we'll crank that up to high, get it going. Orange. Oh, before I cut it, I need some orange zest. How about this? God, that smells good. That's probably enough for our purposes here. Now we need some orange juice. I don't think we need a lot. I think that's probably about right. We'll toss in the zest. Yep, that tastes like citrus, okay. I'm going to also add in just a little splash of soy sauce. get a little saltiness to offset the sweetness of the orange. Now we got to wait for a minute while that comes to a boil. I'll be right back. Okay, that sounds like it's at a boil. Yep, we got a boil going on. In goes the rice. I'm going to give it a quick stir. I don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pan and burn. We're going to cover it, turn the heat down to low, and now we got about 25 minutes on this. I'll come back and stir it a couple of times as it's going, just to keep it fluffed up. Next part of the story is salmon. The grocery store I go to sells these little salmon fillets for about $5 each. We're going to use 2 of them in the salad. One of them I'm going to enjoy myself for my dinner tonight, but we'll do all 3 of them here. Now the recipe I was following does a lot of stuff to this salmon, and frankly I like the way salmon tastes all by itself. I don't really think it needs a lot of doctoring up. I am going to do a couple of things to it, but nothing serious. We're going to put a little butter on it. Yep, that's looking good. That'll melt right in. And of course it needs a little bit of salt and pepper. We're going to crank the oven up to about 400 degrees. And I'll be back with you once we got the salmon done. The rice has got about 10 minutes to go, and the oven has hit 400, so we're going to slide the salmon in there. And I'm going to add a couple things to the rice here near the end. Got a little bit of onion, not much, just a fairly small amount of onion. And some frozen green peas. They'll thaw out in the next 10 minutes, no problem. A few more. Okay, that looks about right. And once again, I made a mess in my kitchen. I'll be back in another 10 minutes. Well, our salmon's gone for about 10 minutes. I think we're about time for some assembly. Oh yeah. Salmon, as long as it's opaque all the way through, good to go. Now what we're going to do here, find the tools. I'm going to take one of these and just kind of flake it up. Look, it just falls apart. Okay, thank you. Add it to the rice. Give it a gentle blending. That's looking pretty good. Okay, we got to get this out of the way here quick. Then I'm going to take just a little bit more salmon. And put it right over the top like that. So, I know I said salad, and this looks more like a side dish, which it could be. But when this is cold, it's going to be a great salad. So there you go. 3 salads. It's getting close to summertime. The weather's getting warmer. You're going to want to barbecue. Great little add-ons. Egg salad, macaroni salad, salmon salad. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, please subscribe, please share. In fact, here's a little special deal. If you made it all the way to here, if you made it to the end of this, and you share this, and you tell me where you shared it, put it in the comments, the first 2 people to share it are going to get a little gift from me. That non-skid I use on here? It's a safety issue. It works great when you're chopping things. I've got 2 rolls of it sitting here, and the first 2 people who share and let me know they shared are going to get a roll of that. I'll mail it out to you. How about that? So once again, like, subscribe, share, and I hope to see you again. Peace.